Variety Bruno is tough. Really tough. But is that all he got? In this video, we discover the good, the bad, and the ugly sides of Bruno and Onix, and see if he is worth your gems or not. So with that said, strap on your seatbelts, sit tight, let's begin this analysis video. Here we go! Yo, 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 this is Saul, also known as SPL Gum, also known as Spatial Gum, also known as Grunt, Yarny's Team Skull Grunt, and this is Pokemon Masters EX, where we finally discuss the last sync pair of the SUS 2023 April upgrade, or April 2023 update. So with that, guys, if you want to know more about Bruno and Onix, this is the video that you're looking for. If you just need to know an analysis, a little breakdown of what each sync pair of this update can do, much better if you check my April 2023 pairs who to scout for video. But if you only want one copy of each one, better if you just check my 1 out of 5 or none out of 5 video. It will save you a lot more time rather than watching my complete analysis of everyone. So, this one is the last out of the 6 units. So, we're gonna discuss him, but before I go there, you know, thank you first to all my awesome members who have been showering this channel with love. Thank you so much for your support. You can support the channel right now by just hitting the thumbs up button. It will help out with the YouTube algorithm. And just by leaving a comment, guys, you can just support the channel without spending money. But if you want to do so, you can become a member of my channel by clicking on the join button down below if you see it, or becoming active, and maybe you'll be showered with a gift membership randomly by my awesome gifters. So thank you so much to my gifters for your extra generosity. But with that out of the way, let's begin. He's coming out on April 22. That's a Saturday. 2 days after Variety Lorelei. Everyone is a limited unit here in this update. And first things first, they are Variety Scouts. The two of them are Variety Scouts. Variety Scouts are a new thing that DNA is introducing. This is the 6th Variety Scout, and coincidentally the 6th unit of this update. Variety Scouts, what do I say? They're limited units when I cannot see anything else good. Limited units that have 6-star EX forms that do not have 6-star EX outfits except for Ball Guy. It's just a new thing that, you know, the Evolution Variety Scouts got 6-star EX. But I think the good thing is, if you got Lorelei, if you got Bruno, they have a different 6-star EX pose. If you decide to make them 6-star EX, so their faces will become, their poses will become different. But that's about it. Their outfit colors remain the same until DNA decides to release a new update much later on in the game. They're just becoming lazy and just throwing Variety Scouts, limited units at us. And in a time that we do not get a lot of gems, guys, check out my how many gems can we get video for the gem count. In a time where we can get so limited gems, 6 units is a big no-no. You cannot get everyone unless you whale or you spend money on the game. And yeah, free-to-play players are not exactly advised to scout for these sync pairs because it's the end of the month. It's April. Last week of April. Right now it's April 18, but in 2 days Lorelei, and you know 20 is like the last 10 days of April, so not really advised because the Datamine, it comes out like 25, 26, 27, somewhere there, or maybe 28. And there's rumors, or there's speculations that the Alola villain arc is coming because of the villain arc. And if you follow the pattern, last year, last year, there are important sync pairs coming out on May. So these sync pairs, everyone, there are a couple of sync pairs that are good. Like for example, Cosplay Steven is pretty good. Cosplay Zinnia is pretty good. But these Variety Scouts, if you want to support DNA's efforts of Variety Scouts, which I do not, but I still collect everyone, then go for it. But Bruno, is that all he got? Being tough? Well, let's see right now. So, in terms of stats, he has a decent 650 HP, which is much higher than Lorelei's. And with defense stats of 287 and 271. A little bit less than Lorelei in terms of defense, but higher than Lorelei's 268 special defense stat. And in terms of speed, equal to Lorelei, a little bit faster than Zinnia. But you know, he has the lowest attack stat, 171. What the heck? That is low. It's been so long since I've seen a sync pair with less than 200 stats, and this one has 171 attack stat. But stats are not everything, so let's check out the multipliers. No sync move multiplier, only a physical moves up next effect at 3 out of 5. If you use your sync move for the very first time, it can give everyone a physical moves up next effect. Compare it with the tech units of this update, which has so many multipliers. What does Bruno get? In terms of damage, you have 253,260, which is a little bit higher than Cosplay Shauna's normal tackle. But he has the lowest sync nuke at 1,418,256. So, as a support sync pair, you know, you want to use him for a double sync buff if you have him 6-star EX. So probably expect your sync move to not deal damage at all because of how horrible his physical attack stat is. So you do not expect to dish out any damage with him. How about his reliability? Well, let's see his kit right now. So he has Rock's Throw and he has Screech. Rock's Throw, you know, not really perfect accuracy. You can get the accuracy buff in his sync grid. 1 move gauge, no additional effect, just hits 1 target. Screech can lower the opponent's defenses. So he is technically, or he's partially a tech sync pair. He's a support tech, which Screech just lowers the opponent's defense stat -2. Is Dar Hit All? Or Dar Hit All Plus? I think Dar Hit All Plus, not Dar Hit Plus. Sorry, guys. Let me fix that. Which raises everyone's critical hit rate +2, and then he gets Always Getting Stronger. This one is his signature move. It maximizes everyone's defense. It gives everyone a physical moves up next effect. So I was wrong. He can give physical moves up next effect to everyone aside from his sync, aside from after using his sync move for the very first time. So you can raise everyone's attack stat +2, you can raise everyone's defense stat +6, you can give everyone a physical moves up next effect. Aside from this, he has no multipliers for his sync move, and for his passive skills, you got Endurance, which gives you an Endure status. You have Team Swift Reaction 9. Whenever you get hit, you raise everyone's speed stat, and you get Sterner Stuff 2. Reduces damage when you get hit by a normal physical attack from the opponent. 20% less damage from the opponent's physical attack. And in terms of, you know, everything I see here, ordinary. You know, if you, Sterner Stuff 2 is not exactly a game changer. There are sync pairs with Sterner Stuff 2, like, for example, Cosplay Lyra has Sterner Stuff 2 over here in her grid. Wallace has Sterner Stuff 2. A lot of other sync pairs have Sterner Stuff 2. If this was Sterner Stuff 5, which makes him a little bit more tanky or tankier than other sync pairs, then I would probably encourage him better, but Sterner Stuff 2 is just ordinary, built into his kit. Let's see if he gets Sterner Stuff, another Sterner Stuff in his grid though. So, grid. Always getting stronger MP refresh 2. What this does is that it gives you another physical moves up next effect. It raises everyone's attack stat plus an additional 2. That means plus 4 attack for everyone. And then defense stats, well, it's already maximized. So instant maximum defenses for everyone. Lithe prevents you from getting paralyzed. Sand Shelter prevents damage from a sandstorm. Unbending, your defense stat cannot be lowered no matter what. Always getting stronger. Pep Rally 1 raises everyone's speed stat, but then you can raise everyone's speed stat already by getting hit because of Team Swift Reaction 9. They're hit all plus MP Rekindle 2. I'm not sure why this is not an MP refresh. MP Rekindle, basically after you use Screech or Rock Throw randomly, it can have a 30% chance of restoring 1 MP for Dire Hit All. Interesting. Weird, but interesting. Electric Guard lowers the damage when you get hit by electric attacks. Natural Remedy removes all status conditions first time. Quick Cure removes confused flinching. Rock Throw move gauge refresh. And then Team's PD entry raises everyone's speed stat at the start of the battle. Unbending, your defense stat cannot be... Unbending again! Wait a minute. There's something wrong. I think this Unbending is supposed to be a 2 out of 5, but ignore that. Unbending is not exactly that important, except if you have opponents that get Unbending. Let's move on. 3 out of 5. Adrenaline 1 after you use your Sing move for the very first time. You get to lower your Sing move countdown -1. Always getting stronger. Team hit and heal. I guess this is good. Everyone gets a gradual healing effect after use always getting stronger trainer move. Panic Button gives you a move gauge acceleration after you are low on HP. Rock Throw Flag Bearer 9, every single time you use Rock Throw, your attack stat for everyone will be raised +1. Screech Charging Infliction, after you use Screech, you recover 2 move gauges. Sing Damage Guard, after you use your Sing move, you get a Damage Guard next effect, which 0 damage from the opponent's normal attacks, 50% damage from the opponent's Sing move. Team Mighty Sync 9, this is what gives you the physical moves up next effect. After you use your Sing move for the very first time, everyone will get a physical moves up next effect. So by getting this one, you can get an always getting stronger physical moves up next effect, 1 stack. You can sync, you can get another stack of physical moves up next effect. If you get the MP refresh, you get another stack of MP of physical moves up next effect. Unyielding 2, after you are back to 1 HP, there's a 30% chance of giving you another Endure effect. This is RNG. It can apply, it can trigger unlimited number of times, but it can also not trigger at all. And then 2 sync nuke tiles. So what can I say here? There's no way to get everything. So I made 2 different sync grid tiles or sync grid layouts, configurations for him. I think Unyielding 2 is important, so we got Unyielding 2 over here. We got a Pep Rally 1 for his always getting stronger, because we want the team hit and heal over there at the bottom, because this will give everyone a gradual healing effect. This is how you recover HP for everyone. So become very tanky, instant defenses +6, then everyone gets a gradual healing effect. And then I gave him a Rock Throw accuracy +10 because Rock Throw is not exactly 100% accuracy. And an extra defense +20 to make him tankier. Another configuration I have for him is an MP refresh for his trainer move so that I can get the physical moves up next effect another time. I got an Unbending so that my defense cannot be lowered, and I think the Unbending is at 2 out of 5, guys. It's a 2 out of 5. So we got Unbending, the Pep Rally 1. Let's see. That's my grid. We got Rock Throw Flag Bearer 9 again, and we got Unyielding. So those are the 2 types of grids that I have for him. Maybe sometimes it will get better with Electric Guard, make him tankier against electric type moves. But what can I say? Sterner stuff too. And that's it. He gets the Unyielding, which is RNG, complete RNG. If it does not work, it does not work. If it works, it works. He gets Flag Bearer, which can raise everyone's attack stat every single time you attack the opponent. The best thing about him is that everyone will get an regen effect. So, instant maximum defense, plus 2 attack stat, plus 1 physical moves up next effect. And everyone gets an regen effect, so that if the opponent is just a physical attacker, you hit the opponent, you recover HP, you hit the opponent, you get more HP. And then the opponent will not be able to damage you that much because your defense stats are maxed out. But aside from that, is there anything else good about Bruno? Not really, guys. Bruno can... A lot of other sync pairs can do what Bruno does. You have, for example, cosplay... I forgot if it was cosplay Lyra or cosplay Lorelei. 2 uses of their trainer move maxes out your defenses. This one use maxes out your defenses. That one turn will not exactly make a huge difference, except if you have the parameter sync move countdown reduced by half. Aside from that, not really much of a difference. Bruno is good if you do not have Aura Cynthia, which maxes out everyone's defenses and special defenses. But aside, nothing exactly great anything great to say about Bruno. Yes, that team hit and heal, that gradual healing, plus that defense buff is good. I mean, I think it's the first time I'm seeing that together in a sync pair. Because like cosplay, or rather, Aura Cynthia cannot give everyone a regen effect. But that's about it. The team hit and heal, the regen effect is locked at 3 copies. If you do not have 3 copies of this one, worthless. Worthless. Better get the other support sync pairs instead. So, that is the good side. Again, a little briefer, a little review of everyone. Good side, maxed out defenses. If you have 3 out of 5, you get regen effect for everyone. And you can get a physical moves up next effect by using his trainer move. You can max out your critical hit rate because of Dire Hit All Plus. And then at 3 copies also, you can get to raise everyone's attack stat if you use Rock Throw, Rock Throw, Rock Throw, which we will be using more often than not. Aside from that, negatives, Variety Scout, no 6-star EX form. He can do... Other syncers can do what he can do. What he does. And he's a limited unit. Let me know other things, positive things and negative things you can say about him. But that's all I can think of for him. Not exactly great. If you have electric opponents, you probably give Electric Guard 2 out of 5 and just be a little bit tankier. But that's that, guys. That's that. But don't let me stop you. You know, he's the last one out of the bunch. If you prefer to skip whoever comes out in the next, season or next month, you can definitely scout for him right now. As a variety scout, you have a 7,500 paid gem pull, which guarantees you 1 copy. By doing 3 paid multiples on his banner, you're guaranteed 1 copy and enough custom power-ups to make him 6-star EX, except for the champion spirits. But if you get shafted, if you do not have paid gems, you decide to scout for him, you get shafted. That's 36,600 gems down the drain for a support sync pair that probably other sync pairs can do his role at all. With that said, don't let me stop you. Go for your faves instead of the meta. But that's all I can say. Those are all the good and bad things I can say about Bruno and Variety Bruno But you let me know your thoughts in the comment section. I think the bad outweighs the good here, as opposed to all the other sync pairs that we have discussed. The bad outweighs the good here, and you are kind of obliged to get 3 copies to make him good. Except if you want the maximum defenses at the snap of a finger. But with that said, that's the end of my not do not scout, my good, bad, and ugly sides of Bruno and Onix. Definitely some ugly sides here. Good side, maximum defenses, gradual healing. Bad side, quite a lot. Let me know if you think I am being too critical of him, but I believe his bad side is definitely much more than his good side. And with that, let me end this video by letting you guys hit the thumbs up once again if you enjoyed this video, as well as type something in the comments right now. Something. Enter. Sus. But a huge shout out goes to my awesome receivers and members of this channel who have been gifting memberships. Thank you so much. Be active, maybe you'll be a receiver. And a huge shout out to my members who've been supporting this channel for less than a year, for 1 year, for 2 years. Thank you guys so much. Shadowphil, Marokman, Aurora Espion, Yuki Murasaki, Shidovods, Alstin, Roy, Luca, Jeremy, Sasri, Marcella, Iwis, Tatsuya Gold, Apsaras, Kundan, Pokefriendo, Edward. Thank you so much for your support. And with that said, this is Sol, also known as Aspial Gum, also known as Spatial Gum, also known as Grunt, your artist Team Skull Grunt. I will see you in the next video. Rawr.